So I will start from the geometry editing part. I think I have covered that how to extract the mid surface, both automatic and manual method. There is a two different methods to connect the surfaces. So here you have a gap like this, right? So we need to connect this. Why? Because if it is disconnected, we can't mesh, and we can't consider it as a valid single body. Okay, so that is the first point. What are the methods to connect? Either you can give a sieving tolerance when you extract the mid surface, or else you can manually connect it. So I am not recommending that sieving tolerance because it will sometimes deforms your entire geometry. So that a manual method is more recommended. So how to connect it? First we will connect this rib structure to this L section. We have a L section structure, so we need to connect this rib structure to this. So how can I? Okay, so first what I will do here is I will extend the surface up to this faces. So for that we have an option called tools. In this tool you will have an option called surface extension. So just select it and say I want to extend this edge up to this surface, and click on apply. And in extend you will notice that there is a varieties of options: fixed, up to faces, up to surface, up to next, and automatic. And fixed means you need to define certain edges. See, in this type there is an option called natural. If you want to give the user define, it prompts you to select the direction. So this is my direction. In which direction you need to extend? Right now the direction is top to bottom. This surface will be extended like this up to 30 mm. Okay, but I don't want the user defined. I can use a natural. Similarly, I don't want the fixed extension. I need to select the up to surface. We need to specify the surface, target surface. This is my target space, and click on apply and say generate. And you will notice that now that particular edge will be extended from here to here up to this faces. Similarly, the same operation can be performed for this edges. Go to tools, again select the surface extension and select the edges. So this is my small edge and this is my large edge, and select it. So up to face, target face is this. Now it is selected, and click on apply and say generate. Okay, now both end of the or both edges of the rib structure is connected with the L section. Okay, and now we need to connect this to clamped structure with this L section. So we have a different you can access the same method for this also. Go to tools, you can use a surface extension and select all the four edges, and give some extrusion direction by using this edges, and you can extrude up to this faces. That is also possible, or else you have a different option, that is weld. You can use the weld option to weld these two structures or connect the two structures. Go to tools, weld. So this option is only available on ANSYS 2018 or above the version. So it is not available in 15 or 16 something or like that. So this feature is only available on higher end only. So select the edges, this edge and this, not this, this and this. Good. So I have selected the four edges. Similarly this. Okay, so far I have selected 8 edges and my face is this, and click on apply and say generate. See, you will notice that these two structures will be connected with each other by a surface, right? So my all the connections are created, but I don't want this holes right now, so I want to patch it. So go to tools, you will have an option called surface patch. Select it out and select the edges. So either you can select the each and every edges by a single click, or else the easiest method is just click the left click and drag your cursor over the holes. It will automatically select at the edges. So all you need to do here is you just constantly press the control button, so until it will select all the edges. Okay, now all the edges will be selected. Okay, just make sure whether it is selected or not. Okay, yes, everything is selected, and click on apply. Totally of 40 edges will be selected. So patching method, so already you know that patching, right? We have so far uses the option called delete phases. In that I have discussed about what is patching, what is natural healing, and then patch healing also. What is no healing also means there is no healing at all. So here I will choose the automatic method. Software will decide whether it is using automatic or patch healing method, and click on generate. Now it is patched. So we need to merge the phases. So because this phase is separated from this phase, see, this is a separate phase. So make sure it is in the phase selection mode. So this is a separate phase and this is a separate phase. So I need to select all the phases. Okay, now all the phases are selected, and go to tools. You have an option called where is that, merge. So just select the merge and click on apply and say generate. Okay, now all the holes are patched and merged with the same surfaces. Okay, so this is all about 2D geometry editing, and we will check that whether all the edges are connected or not by a simple analysis. Either you can perform free run analysis, or else you can perform some simple static structure analysis. You can make sure that okay, this edge is connected with this end or not. Okay, so let's do a small analysis. So I just minimize the design modular and open the workbench. Go to mechanical. Okay. So okay, this is my model. So you will notice that there is some question mark over there. So why it is actually having the question mark is there is no thickness is assigned for it. So you need to assign a certain thickness. Okay, so for now I just assume that all the thickness is 4 mm, but this thickness is varies. This and this rib structure and this L section is actually a 4 mm, and this clamp will be a thickness of 9 mm. So you need to provide the same thickness, but for this cases I assume that all the surfaces are having the same thickness of 4 mm. So if you want to change it, you can change also, and make sure all the materials are, I mean the assignment of material is correctly assigned or not. In this case it doesn't matter any material is assigned or not. So structural steel is always assigned, and just check the properties whether all the values are in positives. Okay, so there is no issue at all. Okay, and the next thing is, if you have all the surfaces having a green tick, everything is okay, you can go for next step. So the next thing is you need to create a mesh or else discretization. Right click and say generate mesh. Okay, it's not a too good mesh, but for this case it's okay. I'm not concentrated about the quality of mesh, so we will see in our upcoming session how to create a quality of mesh. Good. And then go to static structural and insert a fixed support. I need to fix this 2 phases and click on apply. Now you will notice that 2 phases will be selected, and also I need to apply a force on this edge which is perpendicular to this face. Right click, insert, force, location should be this edge, and say apply. So now our one edge will be selected. Force of 100 Newton. A direction should be this edge, not this direction, opposite. Okay, and click on apply. Our force will be acted on these edges. Okay, so our boundary condition is finished. So we have applied a fixed support as well as a forces. So we are looking for a total deformation as well as a one mass stress. So we will explain in our upcoming session what is one mass stress. And go to home and say solve. Okay, the problem is not solved. It shows that go to messages, expand the tab, like a pivot solver pivot warning or an error has been encountered during the solution. This is usually a result of an ideal condition matrix possible due to an unreasonable material properties. Why it is actually so you will get this message. Either we have three possibilities. So one is the material configuration, there is any missing in material configuration, or else there is a problem in geometry, or else there is a problem in meshing, and also material assigning as well as the boundary conditions. So if you have any irrelevant boundary conditions, like you can't fix the all 6 degrees of freedom, or else either you free the all 6 degrees of freedom, you may get this error. Okay, so for this case I guess that there might be some errors in meshing. Okay, see, you will notice that there is a overlap in meshing here. There is a overlap. It's not a good quality of mesh. Either you can decrease the mesh quality. First we will check out our geometry. Okay, so we will change the mesh configuration, either from 8, I choose that a value of 4, and right click and generate mesh. So it will take some time. Okay, but mesh quality will be quite increased. So while comparing to the previous cases, it's a fine mesh. So again click on solve. Maybe okay, so we will get the same error again. So the solver pivot warning. Okay, if there is any discontinuity in the model, you may get this error also. Okay, so first what I will do here is I just go back to the design modeler. I check my model whether it is okay or not. Okay, so now you will notice that you will have a 6 parts and 6 bodies. For an AVA analysis, it's not a 6 part or 6 bodies. So it's a whole component. It's a single component, right? It's a single component. So likewise, I need to convert it as a single component. Either you can use this option like Boolean. So far we have already discussed about this Boolean operation. It will I mean, what is that? Unit all the operation or combine the whole object into a single one. So select the Boolean and all the surfaces and click on apply and say generate. Now a Boolean operation will be done, but still now it shows like 6 parts and 6 bodies. What I will do here is I just select all the surface bodies and right click and say form a new part. You will notice that there is an option called form a new part. So that means it's a single part which having a sub parts like surface 1, surface 2, surface 3. So up to in ANSYS perspective, it's a single part. Okay, this whole part is a single component. It has a multiple sub assemblies. Okay, whatever you can say that. And again I minimize the design modular. I will go back to ANSYS Mechanical and say refresh all data, or else you can right click the geometry and say update it from the source file. Now you will notice that there is a color difference in the model. So again you need to mesh it, right click and generate mesh. Okay, a mesh is created and click on solve. Okay, so now the problem is solved. Okay, so what we have seen over here is there is a problem in our geometry. So if we have a sub parts which is not connected with each other, you will get a pivot error. So all you need to do here is, if it is a single component, so all you need either you can use a boolean operation or else select all the component and make it as a separate part. Okay, so that is the only solution. And it may not works in all situation. It may works for the situation, but if it is if you are having any errors in your meshing or in your boundary condition, it will shows the pivot error, so you have to rectify it. Okay, first let us check out our total deformation. Okay, there is no discontinuity at all. So if it is having any discontinuity, it will shows like there is a gap between the two edges, this rib structures and then L section at all. Okay, it will not disconnected, it is actually connected with each other. And also stress, the stress is maximum at this region. Okay, good. It's up to you, either you can perform free run analysis or else this as sample you can apply your random fixed support and apply the forces wherever you need. So you can apply here or else this edges, whatever it is. Okay. So far we have completed our 2D geometry editing and analyzing. So we have edited the geometry and created a mesh over there and do a sample analysis whether all the edges are connected or not, to check that.